Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Challenge World 2 is almost here, and I have been waiting for so long. I had an absolute blast playing Challenger World 1, and with the changes that are coming, I think Challenger World 2 will be even more fun. I did want to make a video and do a quick rundown on the changes that are coming to Challenger World 2 and the rewards you can expect for playing in this world. But first, for everyone who doesn't know what Challenger World is a time-limited server where you start from absolute scratch, no characters, no money, just brand new. There is no legion that affects your characters, no link skills, and you attempt to level up your kind of Challenger World status or tier through doing daily missions, reaching certain levels, and soloing bosses, which earn you certain amounts of challenger points, and the more points you earn, the higher tiers you start to unlock, which in turn earn you even more rewards. So yeah, for the winter update at MapleCon, Challenger World will be starting officially after the November 12th patch, and will be going on until April 2026. They didn't say exactly when in April it would be ending, but if we assume April 1st, that gives us 20 weeks and up to 24 weeks if it goes all the way to the end of April. KMS, or Korean Maplestory, had a 22-week time period for their Challenger World, but our first Challenger World in GMS was shorter, so we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to make our end date. Alright, now that we've gone over the gist of Challenger World, let's go over the changes that are expected to be coming for Challenger World 2. Just a disclaimer, this is based off the Korean version of Challenger World 2, so there may be some changes when we get the GMS patch notes, but for the most part, we follow suit pretty closely. Shout out to Orange Mushroom Blog for putting this information together. Alright, so let's start with the new Challenger World UI. The screenshot comes from KMS, of course, since we don't have it here yet, but we already can see a few changes here. Here on the top, you can see the leveling missions, and while there are the same amount as Challenger World 1, they did change it where we skip level 265 in terms of a point reward, and instead they replaced it with 285, which is higher than previously. And if you look here, they also added further boss missions. Challenger World 1 stopped at Darknell, but Challenger World 2 has added points for soloing Black Mage, Saren, both normal and hard difficulties, Kalos at easy and normal, and the last boss is easy calling. So those are the boss mission changes. And finally, for the Challenger World UI, here at the bottom you can see the tiers that you can unlock, and they've added two new ones kind of in the middle, one being Platinum and the other Master. The other big change that we are expecting to get isn't shown in the UI, but is the overall Challenger World buff. In Challenger World 1, we received a Challenger buff, which was trying to kind of make up for our lack of Links and Legion in this world. The only thing is, the buff in Challenger World 1 was stagnant, where our buff in Challenger World 2 will get stronger as we progress into higher Challenger World tiers. So let's go over the buff here. So based on the KMS Challenger World, this is the beginner buff that they got, and as you can see, it is a pretty solid buff, and I think it does an okay job at making up for our lack of our link skills and our legion. As you can see, Challenger World does get that 1.5 times experience multiplier, and comes with attack, magic attack, damage to mobs, damage to bosses, IED, critical rate, critical damage, buff duration, stance, all these things, right? And we'll see which stats go up with every tier. As we move up to the bronze tier, as you can see here, we gain an extra 50% damage to normal monsters, which should help with mobbing as we get to those higher level maps a little faster than in regular worlds. And from there, as we continue to level up our Challenger World tier, we slowly gain attack and magic attack, or enemy defense, boss damage, all stat, HP and MP, and at Emerald, we even gain additional crit damage and buff duration. The growth of our buff does end once we reach Diamond tier with an additional 20% meso and item drop rate. And even though there are the Master and Challenger tiers, the buff has reached its cap there. I think the evolving buff is a really cool concept, especially because in Challenger World 1, we did start seeing diminishing returns of that stagnant buff once we started getting into the later bosses, including all of the Chaos Tenny bosses. Another change we have coming to Challenger World 2 is this new UI here. I think it's called either the Mysterious Seal or Barrier. This took a little bit for me to grasp, but if I understand it correctly, it's essentially another buff that we're getting that we can enhance. So every day, even if we log in or not, we get 3 control rods, and if you look here in the bottom, we can hold up to 20. If you use the rod, it gives us a core with rarities between normal and legendary. The percentages of obtaining higher tier core pieces is all based on our Challenger World tier. So the higher our Challenger World tier, the higher the percentage of higher rarity cores increases. I'll put the tables from Orange Mushroom Blog right here. And once you have your core, you basically equip the highest tier that you have, and it'll give you stats which get better with higher rarity. It looks like the stats are set to our character's main and secondary flat stat, attack or magic attack, and main stat percent. And the last part of the core system is that we can enhance it. When you have extra cores, you can extract them for energy, which is used to enhance your core even further. Kind of like star forcing, as the success rate goes down, the higher enhancement stage that we reach, all the way up to 12. So basically the end goal here is to try and get a legendary core eventually and push it all the way up to level 12. Alright, now that we talked about the mission changes and the buff changes, let's talk about the rewards that we can get from Challenger World 2. I'm just going to show them here on the screen and link the Orange Mushroom blog in the description if you want to look at them a little further. I think the two main goals that anyone participating in Challenger World should set from the start is either to reach Emerald tier or Diamond tier, solely because of the rewards for those tiers. The main one is Emerald tier because that's where we unlock the 20 Legion growth potions, which once used in the homeworld you are going to be transferring to, instantly levels any character to level 200, which might not be as important for players with established legions, but for newer players and players with low level legions like myself, that's basically 4,000 free levels to our legion. You can stop at Emerald tier if all you care for is the Legion potions, but I do think the Valkyrie set that we get at the Diamond tier just looks really cool, and I'll just show that right here. 30k and 40k for these two tiers are reasonably achievable, even if you can't join the grindfest that Challenger World can entail for some people who are trying to reach that Challenger rank. I did find a Challenger World calculator from Korean Maplestory right here. Let's just kind of run through it. So if you participate in the daily check-ins, it's 5 times a week for 100 points each, which is 500 points a week. And if we take the earliest day that we can end, which is April 1, that's 20 weeks. That's already 10k points for just doing 5 daily check-ins a week. With the Hyperburn Max that we're getting and the new burning, the Burning Beyond, which pushes our burning all the way up to 270, those two level goals alone are 6k points. And let's just say you take maybe a month to finish your 270 burn From there, just doing dailies and weeklies still gets you to 275 in mid-March. So now we're already at 21,000 points, and for the Legion potions we just need 9k more, and for the Valkyrie set 19k. If you mess around with this calculator, you can see just soloing up to Hard Damien will push you over that 30k mark, and going up to Hard Will, or just kind of a mix of Lucid Will and the Tenebris bosses, would easily push you to that 40k mark. Of course, there are multiple scenarios that you can kind of change. If you're better at bossing, then you don't have to level as much, or if you just want to kind of grind it out, then you have to do less bosses. I'll put a link to the Challenger World calculator in the description below if you just want to play around and see kind of what you need to do to reach your specific goal in Challenger World. So that was just the kind of Challenger World tier rewards. The new rewards that we can also get in Challenger World 2 are going to be coming from the Challenger Pass that they are giving us as well. Of course, it's Maplestory, so there is a base free version that gets you some rewards, but there's also the pay to win premium pass, which for me personally, I think is the most worth it premium pass that we've seen, if the price stays the same as it was in KMS. I think the premium pass was 19.8k NX in KMS, which is just under $20. And before even leveling the pass, it already comes with a 200% normal monster damage buff, as well as a 20% EXP buff. So the way the Challenger Pass works is the pass has 20 total levels, and for every 480 points you earn, you level up the pass. You can earn points by doing the past missions, which are basically just playing the game, like doing your arcane dailies, Monster Park, the weekly epic dungeons, doing your bosses, or killing a certain amount of mobs. You can earn up to 3,000 points per week, which if you max out, equates to 6 levels per week. But of course, the main thing everyone wants to know is, what do I get from the pass? I'll put a table here. Again, I'm not going to go through every level of the pass. If you want to, you can check out the Orange Mushroom blog. But I did make a table kind of just summarizing the total rewards that you get from the pass. As you can see, you do get some decent rewards from the regular pass, but there's a huge difference between the free and the paid passes. For me, if it's under 20k NX, the fragments and the sauna tickets alone already kind of pay for that. And then you get the buff and everything else as well. I'm going to be purchasing the pass. It's, again, not necessary, but I think it's well worth it if you're going to spend any money in the Challenger World. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Those were all the expected changes to be coming to Challenger World 2, the rewards we'll likely be getting, and a quick rundown on the Challenger Pass. With all these things coming, I do think Challenger World 2 will be a much more enjoyable experience than Challenger World 1. I know some people didn't think it was worth it or just didn't participate, but I do think Challenger World 2, especially with Ren coming out, will be a crazy populated server and a lot of fun. I do plan on making a progression series for my Ren once Challenger World starts, and I'll also be streaming my progression here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. So if you have any questions or just want to come keep me company, feel free to stop by. And if you made it all the way to the end here, thanks everybody for watching. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you want to tag along on the Challenger World journey. And if you're still not sure if you want to use your upcoming Hyperburn Max in the Challenger World or in your home world, this next video here might help a bit. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace.